We bring you tonight into Portland over. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Cousins in at the 4. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic with it. It's McCollum on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Lillard outside. Down low, stolen by Zubac. George finds Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it's Beverley missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Now Lillard. To the paint. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And here's Beverley. Pass to Leonard. Rebounded by McCollum. Blazers on offense. Covington down low. Cousins is there. Covington's shot is off.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Leonard finds George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
George passes to Zubac. And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Back to Beverley. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's George to the inside. Leonard, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
And George here with
Love it, love it. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Lillard against Beverley. Lillard dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Cullen passes to Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And it's Zubac atop the key. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Powell, the pass to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Passes it to Zubac. Here's Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Jackson kicks to Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 2. We'll get... When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka, lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him, and it's Portland the other way. The shot by Lillard, wide open, sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. Clippers shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And there's the pass to Ibaka. A baseline J. That one a little long. The Trailblazers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Powell against Kennard. Jackson down low. Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Lillard attacking. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Ibaka goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Floats it up there for Nurkic. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Lillard.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. And now a three-point Trailblazer lead. Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal and catch and shoot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Cousins. And George kicks to Beverly. Nurkic with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. It's hauled in by George. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Pass to Nurkic. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. A chance. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. And a little redemption for him tonight in their And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Outside, George trains the three-pointer. George has got 7 points in the game.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
The Clippers in the lead. Jackson passes to Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
And that time, the defender a little out of control. Serge Ibaka wily enough to draw the foul.
Good on the second free throw. The Trailblazers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Simons the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Outside Anthony. And there's the feed to Cantor. Goes up on the block. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Simons. They grab their own miss. Collins, good.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
Kennard against Anthony. A 3 from Morris. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Trailblazers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. He's perfect from the line this time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Simons surveying the D. Collins passes to Simons. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Collins. The 3 from Anthony. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Now the Clippers moving it up. Oh, Morris in position. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. Jackson passes to Mann. 3-pointer. And that's good. Reggie Jackson for 3. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. He feeds it to Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cantor's got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Sinks that one from the post. Kennard's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Here's Simons. Good on the shot. Here's Jackson. He has 7. Now here's Kennard from outside the arc. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Sees the alley-oop. No good that time.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
No problems knocking that one down. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
Anthony's shot is off.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And the basket by Jackson.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Anthony. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. That's good from Kanter.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Takes a three. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by Powell.
And great ball movement from C.J. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Powell against Leonard. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Oh, Covington in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Outside for George. Leonard the bounce pass. George against McCollum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Beverly against Lillard. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins, the pass to Beverly. Lillard with the rebound.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. Los Angeles leading by 3. George dishes to Leonard. Kanter with it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Leonard the pass to Beverly. Inside. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. And here's Leonard from 3. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And here's Leonard from 3. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard finds Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And a wide open look for McCollum. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And George, here we go. And it's good, 2 points.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 3 from George. Drops in the tray. And the Clippers lead by 8.
That defense would have killed another player's shot, but George is a higher class of shooter.
Stolen by Beverly. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pushing it up. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
And you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against McCollum. George dishes to Jackson. Passes it to George. From deep. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
For the land of the free.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Porter. Then there's Bol, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Gordon in at the 3. From 18 feet away, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Showing off that nice mid-range jump. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Lillard, right side. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard with the bucket.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Those three-pointers off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Lillard against Murray. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. Nurkic with the block. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Oh, Covington in position.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Fires from the wing. And again, Denver no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Porter. Another shot. Bol dishes to Porter. And that one, good.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Now the pass to Powell. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. This one for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Basket good. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
McGee, the pass to Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And, you know, this is where Millsap excels. I mean, A great interior score. He has the size and touch to pulverize defenses.
Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, I like the way Millsap is always ready to be aggressive offensively. I mean, if he has daylight and he's got a good look, he doesn't hesitate.
Lillard finds Covington. Lillard surveying the D. Portland again missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Barton outside from downtown to the paint. Second chance shot. Can't capitalize inside.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Lillard.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 4. And back in a... And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Millsap. Barton, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Down low, Hollis Jefferson finds Canner. Shoots over Barton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
And, you know, Canner can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. Norman Powell comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Lillard attacking. A putback. And Jokic with the rebound. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray outside. Jokic high post. Back to Murray. Jokic against Lillard. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Murray, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it to Gordon. Passes it to Bowl. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Barton in the corner. Pass to Dozier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And it's McCollum off the drive, and he lays it straight in. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Portland making a change here. Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Anthony's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis-Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Morris, left side. And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony against Barton. Goes up on the wing.
Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. McGee's got his second basket. Here's Simons. Right side, Collins. Here's Cantor. And that would have counted, but his... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. You always like to be holding a double-digit lead at the half. And with their excellent second quarter, a 10-point lead, that's exactly what they've got. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. Lets it go from 14, and that one comes up a bit short. The Nuggets leading by 10. Murray with it, now defended by McCollum. Inside, here's Jokic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard with it, now defended by Jokic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And here's McCollum for three. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Back to Jokic. At the elbow, Bull. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Knocked away. Porter dishes to Murray. A second chance effort. And the pass to Bull. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Murray against Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Trailblazers trail by 12.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down, because after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Looking to get it going. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. Fires the 3. Tips it up. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Pass to Anthony. Clock at 4. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Passes to McGee. To the middle. Connects on the 9-footer. McGee's got 6 points.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Out to the right wing. There's Hollis Jefferson. And 2 free throws coming. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Dozier. Shoots over Powell. A nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right. And here's Morris for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Morris looking over the floor. That one off the back iron and out.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
That one's not going to go. Murray with the defensive effort. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 13. Murray the pass to Bull. In the corner, it's Gordon. A 3-ball. And here's Jokic. Murray outside. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bull.
Boy, he's a lockdown defender, has been since he's been in the league. Active and assertive and smart in how he defends, too. Covington getting it done.
McCollum finds Covington. Here's Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. The pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. There's Gordon with the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And stolen by Bull. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Murray surveying the D. Back to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. 5 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jokic kicks to Murray. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
The Nuggets leading by 11. That's to Jokic. To end the cold streak. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the basket by Lillard.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
It's Bol, top of the key. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the shot is long. Trailblazers trail by 9. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Makes it off the glass.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Murray. It's deflected.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Murray. Good D by Covington. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Powell with it. So the Nuggets win it, probably a little closer than they... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the line. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Jokic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here are the Nuggets now. The Clippers getting the bucket, and Jokic slams it in.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Porter against George. Pass to Zubac. Jokic with the steal. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Shoots from 14. Up again. Knocked loose. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jumps up. Zubac the pass to George. Nobody near Leonard. Offline with his three. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And it's Beverly missing.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Jokic with the steal. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. And stolen by Cousins.
That's two really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
And it's good off the back rim and in. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Here's Jokic. Paul George making his last shot. Clock at 6. Porter finds Jokic. Nice D from Cousins.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Here's Beverly. The pass to George. From deep three-point range. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard inside. Beverly wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Right in Beverly's wheelhouse, finding space. Quick release off the catch. Money.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here is George. He's got 8. Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubats. He dishes it to Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Over Gordon. No good on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Dishes it to Porter. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. DeMarcus gets himself in position. Times the block beautifully.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's Morris. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Morris with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Mann. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Millsap. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Millsap's got his first bucket in this one.
Very quietly, Paul Millsap just goes about his business. He's a tough competitor.
Jackson passes to Morris. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Passes it to McGee. Stripped it away. On the wing, Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Morris against Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Morris finds Kennard. Left side, Ibaka. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
1:43 left in the first half. High post Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Morris right side. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Morris looking over the floor. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Murray kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Leonard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard dishes to Cousins. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The drive by Jokic. Here's Ball, and the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
George finds Leonard. 1 second left. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Clippers. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nuggets trail. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's George, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Murray kicks to Jokic. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Keeps it alive. Cousins on the follow. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Well, he's a guy who is built for these kind of plays. DeMarcus using his size and skill to full advantage.
The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Murray against Beverly, and Jokic wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Jokic. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time. And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Jackson, banked in off the glass. Jackson's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Jokic. The second chance effort outside for Murray. They get it back. The Nuggets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So he gets them both. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Back to Morris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside Jackson, three-pointer, Sinks the triple. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got JaVale McGee. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier into the 3 slot. And he makes both free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Jackson looking around for the 3. Rebounded by McGee.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Clippers leading by 4. Kennard kicks to Morris. And there's the pass to Mann. Shot clock at 6. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Shoots over McGee. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
That one drops for him. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. And here's Kennard. Here's Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, it's important to get points any way you can, and Ibaka's turned himself into a good free throw shooter.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Morris kicks to Barton. Right side Millsap. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Barton passes to Millsap. Ibaka finds Leonard. Here's Cousins. Ibaka drawing the double team. A 3 from Leonard. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. The 3 from George. Doesn't go, only his 3rd miss in 9 tries. Dozier passes to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And George, here we go. Here's Cousins. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. McGee dishes to Morris. Back to McGee. To tie it up. Over Ibaka. Tries again. Millsap kicks to McGee. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. McGee's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
And so they foul intentionally. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Porter against George. Here's Leonard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bull. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Leonard finds Beverly. Ibaka outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Murray surveying the D. Floats it up for Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Gordon against Leonard. He feeds it to George. Porter with the steal. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. The shot's good. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Trying to get something going. Zubac trying to break loose. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. It falls. Here's Jackson. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And Ibaka kicks to George. Pass to Leonard. Here's the three. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And that one misses.
And like his father, Manu, Bo's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Here's Murray. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's had more dunks in this game than you can count. The D has looked like they're just standing still. He keeps blowing by him and finishing with that highlight reel material.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice now. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Cousins in at the 4. Kicks it out to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. 6 to shoot. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Cousins, the pass to George. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Nurkic dishes to Covington. Stolen by George. Tipped away. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Passes it to Beverley. To the right side. Leonard with no one around. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Oh, he's one of the best passing fives in the game. I mean, think about this. Cousins doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
Now here's Lillard. From outside, off the mark. Zubac, the pass to Beverley. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Cousins. With the floater. Pass to Zubac. And Cousins gets it to go.
Oh, the body control of Cousins. Knows how to get hit and still finish off the shot.
Here's Lillard. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And it's Zubac atop the key. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Poked away. 6 on the shot clock. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Oh, McCollum in position. And Beverley kicks to Zubac. George against McCollum. And that one's good. George.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard scanning the floor. And Portland turns it over again. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Lillard. That one goes. Counted.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting this number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Nurkic against George. Zubac's the pass to George. Elbow shot is on the way. And he overshot that one, missing.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lillard finds Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Cousins. They get it back. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. To the paint, here's George, and George with the stuff.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lillard dishes to Covington. Kicks to Powell. Over in the corner, Lillard. Pass to Powell. The tray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Ibaka, the pass to man. Jackson up top. Picked his pocket. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And back with this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Simon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Kennard finds Jackson. Now the pass to Ibaka. Jackson trying to break free. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Kennard against Anthony. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Passes to Ibaka. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot two here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
Oh, come on. How great is Jackson at earning these calls, especially from the interior where he is very crafty.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Powell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's stolen by Ibaka.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Los Angeles with another miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Now the dish to Nurkic. Now here's Powell. McCollum outside. 5 on the clock. Portland, no good that time either.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Morris, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Covington.
I mean, you can't allow Covington to beat you on the drive. Given his athleticism, you have to clog up these lanes.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic, and Morris throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Covington finds Powell. Banked in off the glass. Powell's got his first points of the game.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. There's the triple. The Clippers keep it alive. Another shot. He lays it in. Ibaka's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
I tell you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to... A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clippers leading by 9. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Lillard in at the point. George with the ball. Now Anthony defending, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Powell, he's checked in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony. The Clippers shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Out to the right wing. Beverly for three. And Cousins kicks to George. Leonard inside. Working on Nurkic. Basket counts. Leonard's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Clippers. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 11-point game. Lillard attacking. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly against Nurkic. Kept alive. Zubats. Leonard dishes to Beverly. Back to Leonard. From down in the low post, it goes. Leonard's got 7 points.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
And here's McCollum. Lillard attacking, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. George against McCollum. Covington with the steal. And it's sent back by George.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Scooped up. Floats one. Here's Zubats. The putback. Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Lillard. Oh!
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Outside, George. Stolen by McCollum. 1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. George with the defensive effort.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Powell, and Covington sends it back. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Count it.
A player of McCollum's size anticipates contact on the drive, which sets him up to outsmart it.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Kennard finds Beverly. Back to Kennard. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 8. Anthony in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ibaka against Anthony. Feeds it to Morris. He kicks to Beverly. 4 on the clock. Here's Mann. No good on the triple. Gonzalez Jefferson.
Oh, that's just a great defensive effort there by Beverly. He is all hustle.
And so it's Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Ibaka, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris with the bucket.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 10. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Cantor. To the inside. Beverly the pass to Mann. Shoots from the baseline, and nothing but hair on that one.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 10. Ibaka the pass to Morris. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Morris. And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Anthony taking his time here. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers trail by 10. Count it.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
George against McCollum. George passes to Zubac. Puts it up from 15. Second chance shot. Here's Cousins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, over time, Cousins has worked on developing a sneaky little pump fake. Love how he makes the deep fall.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Powell in the high post. Leonard's there. Nurkic finds McCollum. And good that time. And it's 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Outside Leonard. There's the 3. No good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell. Here's Simons. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers leading by 7. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And that one is good. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, you really like to see Cousins mixing it up on the drive. Not many defenders want to get in the way of an almost 7-footer storming to the basket.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to Covington. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with him.
And they go to the intentional foul. So, for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Ibaka in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Portland with the change here, too. Lillard's checked in.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Here's Powell. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Stolen by McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Powell, no one around him. No good from outside. Leonard looking around. His three-pointer's off the mark. No good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker room earlier on. Their job is basic tonight. Get a win. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Porter at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Porter passes to Bull. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And here's Portland. Lillard with it. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
And that one drops for him. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Pass to Powell. Out left of the wing, Lillard finds Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, C.J. McCollum, and that's good.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Passes to Jokic. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And stolen by Lillard. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Jokic kicks to Murray. They get it again. Jokic on the follow.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. In the corner, Powell with it. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. There's the pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Porter passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. Up top, Kanter. Jokic defending. Kanter dishes to Anthony. Here's Giles. From deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. .50 seconds left to play in the first. Barton kicks to Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the layup. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Morris passes to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Fade away. Denver needs to get off his shot. And here's the fast break. Anthony down low, and that one drops.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And so here's Portland. It's a 3-point game. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Anthony's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Now Anthony. Pass to Canner. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Simons. Just 4 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Dozier can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And the basket by McCollum.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Passes it to Barton. He dishes it to McGee. Back to Barton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. McCollum outside. Here's the teardrop. Nurkic finds McCollum. Now Covington. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Covington showing you that weight room strength. Awesome physicality there. Bullying his way to the hoop.
Nuggets trail. Morris passes to Barton. Inside. Here's McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Morris against Lillard. From deep three-point range, knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 7 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Morris against Lillard. Morris passes to McGee, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And here's Morris for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Millsap. Crafty move. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. McCollum kicks to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard with no one around. Lillard again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They get it back. Goes back up. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. And another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Over Murray. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball. Right.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in its center locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a couple of hot teeth on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Lillard surveying the D. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Lillard from outside. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Now here's Murray. Down low, stolen by McCollum. Porter with the steal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Porter passes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. McCollum against Porter. Dishes to Bull. In the corner, Murray with it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here is Lillard. 7 points in the game. The dish now to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes are gone. Murray outside. It's Bull, top of the key. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 11 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. 10 points for him.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Murray against Lillard. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Shakes him. And Jokic slams it in.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Lillard.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Outside Porter to the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Paul Millsap. Morris is out there with Will Barton. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. McCollum against Barton. Good D by McCollum.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Powell down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Dozier. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach and length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Lillard attacking, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Lillard against Morris. McGee, great positioning on the putback.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lillard outside. He can't get that one to fall. Now Denver takes it the other way. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Morris outside. To the middle. Millsap kicks to Morris. Lock at 6. Here's Dozier. They get it again. McGee dishes to Millsap. Here's Dozier. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Barton passes to Morris. And it's sent back by Lillard. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Morris and stolen by Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Lillard against Morris. Lillard attacking. Pass to Nurkic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard from outside. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Murray outside. A floater. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
Here's Lillard. It's tipped. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Denver. Covington against Porter. Pass to Jokic. And no good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability. Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Murray with it. Lillard picks him up. Back to Porter. The feed to Gordon.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Lillard outside. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a thing. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The city of Denver is in full mode, and the Clippers starting five. We got DeMarcus Cousins, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Bol. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the point guard. Porter dishes the Bol, and stolen by Cousins. On up the court, finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
He gets that one.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here now, the Clippers. 4-point game. Beverly looking around. Leonard with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And stolen by Murray. An even 3-on-3 break. Porter kicks to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Outside Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
Now, here's Bull. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Here's Porter. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the Clippers miss again.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Here's Zubats following the basket by Jokic. Count the basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Denver has possession. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to Jokic from deep. Murray kicks the Bull. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Goes back up. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Beverly, the pass to George. Back to Beverly.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Charity stripe shot, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Murray against Beverly. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bull's got 6.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jackson against Morris. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Kennard finds Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Here's Mann. There's the pass to Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's all tied in Denver. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Morris after the Clippers pick up 2. McGee dishes to Morris. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Kennard. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Jacks up a 3.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
The Clippers have shot 75% at the line tonight for 4. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Murray, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Up again. Jackson kicks to Leonard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Leonard's got 8 points.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Passes it to Jokic. Shot from 12. And Denver again with the bucket.
A focal point of this offense. Jokic is comfortable handling the bulk of the scoring load on this team.
And George, here we go. Pass to Zubac. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Bull. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Clippers moving the ball around. A deep 3 from Leonard. He's off on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. And Porter, here we go. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
George against Porter. And the basket is good.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Now here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gordon finds Murray. Gordon up on top. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Leonard attacking in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Porter kicks the ball. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Porter against George. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Gordon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And they're on the break. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Mann to the left wing. Beverly for 3. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The shot missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. Hey.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Luke Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Mann in at the 3.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Rebounded by McGee. Denver in the lead. Here's Barton. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Barton's got the first bucket of the third here for Denver. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Morris makes it off the glass. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Beverly. Morris right side. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Clippers trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
Now, here is Morris. 6 points for him. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Now here's Murray. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's George. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Leonard with the steal. Cousins with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And then George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Jokic against Zubac. Got by Gordon, wide open. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. For Los Angeles, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Gordon finds Murray. Gordon inside. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reverse the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Murray outside. Passes to Jokic. Over Ibaka. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Nuggets on top, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 3. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession for the Nuggets. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Kicks to Ibaka. It's stolen. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Barton. Morris trying to free himself up.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Jackson. And that one, good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Here's Jackson, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Ibaka, this is to Jackson. He kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson, clock at 4, pass to Kennard. Shoots it. Denver grabs the miss.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Millsap, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Clippers trail by 6. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Down low. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's George. Back to Leonard.
Great job on the glass. Body's down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
Dozier passes to Barton. Stolen by Beverly. Yep, that one goes in there.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Here's Barton. Back to Morris. Pass to Millsap. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. George with the ball. Out guarded by Barton. And George with the stuff.
This is how athletic Paul George is, an absolute monster around the rim.
Now here's Barton. Millsap up top. And he lays it straight in. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And they count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments. And there he does.
Right side Leonard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Morris looking over the floor. McGee in the corner. Back to Morris. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
George finds Leonard. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Beverly shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Murray outside. Inside. Jokic inside. Working on Zubac. Murray kicks the ball. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Leonard. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And so here are the Clippers after the Nuggets pick up 2. so it's Denver who comes out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final second.